What's up, Wingnuts? Let me just start off by saying you made the right choice by clicking this video today. We are on the line at Muddy Waters Motocross Track in Port Byron, Illinois. Today we've got 2 motos worth of the carnage and chaos filled open C class. The gates drop and the squids are off. Now, if I remember right, I want to say there were just under 20 people on this gate, and by the first turn it's looking like I got a mid-pack start. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that's not too bad, but no, that is the last place I want to be. In hindsight, I would rather be either top 5 on the start for this class or way in the back. With this many people and the general lack of bike control, myself included, the odds of you having a clean race are not going to be in your favor, especially if you're right in the middle of it. And if you're thinking, hey Drew, what do you mean by lack of bike control? Well, it's your lucky day because I'm going to show you. So as I go over this single, it may look like Dylan Ferrandis' ghost got into the side of me, or maybe that tree was just calling my name. All I know is that's not where I was trying to go. As I sit there trying to get my bike started, it looks like I've dropped either 5 or 6 spots. Then, in one swift wipe of the GoPro and what can only be described as magic, we advance about 1/4 of a lap, where I make my first pass on my battle back and I actually start to compose myself. And now I'll get to show you what I mean by if I'm not out front in the start, I wouldn't mind being in the back. Because as things spread out, you can start picking people off one by one without having as much risk as when you're all in one giant cluster. And with being new to the sport, that whole rubbing is racing thing, nah. All that makes me super uncomfortable at this point, and just that much more prone to making a stupid mistake. So as I'm chasing down the person in front of me trying to pick them off, we go over the finish line to come into our second lap. And this girl is like,
oh my god, who is that super handsome, partially chocolate man flying through the air with dreadlocks?
And I'm like, god damn, who is that hot ass tatted up MILF with the... Hold on baby, I got a race to lose, but afterwards, I'm coming for that number. Anyways, I'm in 15th place now, almost landed on that dude's head, and I didn't get any numbers in case you were wondering. But the uphill rollers coming up are by far my worst section of this track, so at least I got that to look forward to. I actually hit them decent this time, by that meaning I don't frame case each one individually, and that leads to me making a pass to get into 14th place. So now we've got our eyes set on 13th, right in front of us, but our old friend single into the tree is coming up, and miraculously we survive it this time, and we're coming for that place, buddy. We give him the old-fashioned I'm just gonna slide right in here, and 13th place is ours. Now you won't notice because I'm on my James Cameron shit with this editing, but right here I make a cut and a full lap is gone. I ran a whole lap in 13th. It was boring, trust me. But then I come up on this guy who's gonna put a whole new meeting to pop start your bike. Watch out, wheelies right at my face. I'm scared, I need an adult. I'm trying to get the hell out of there. We get 12th place, let's go. Then boom, just like that, he pops up again and I'm like, not today, buddy. So I take this quad and almost land on some guy's head. That's an exaggeration, but give me 11th place anyways. As we get into the last little bit of this final lap, we come upon a little situation. Now, it all happens pretty fast, so stay with me here. As we go around this corner and up and over this hill, keep an eye out to your left. You'll see my guy Jake Marquette got tangled up with somebody. That happens, pretty normal, right? But we take this whole straight, a turn, and then another straight. And when we get up to him, he's just starting to pick up his bike. Then as I go around him, I can hear him, cussing and yelling and screaming. I'm like, Jake, bro, thanks for 10th place and all, but you couldn't wait until you got off the track to throw that tantrum. I mean, I know you gave up at least 2 places doing that. But better for me, I take the checker at 10th place, and we still got 1 moto to go. Now we're back on the line for Moto 2 of Open C, and in between this one and the last one, I raced my first moto of plus 25 BC class. Plus 25 does mean we're old, but BC does not stand for before Christ. It's some sort of mixed class, I don't know how it works, science. Boom, the gates drop, you weren't ready. Luckily, I was. We get off to a little bit better start this time, rounding the first corner in 6-ish. It's kind of hard to tell until we all get spread out, but coming into the second corner, we're all battling. I don't get very good drive out of this corner, and I struggled through this roller section as usual. So I watch a couple people go by me as I'm bouncing across these things like a skipped rock. But I do make up for it in the turn that follows, making a double pass without even having a rut. Now, you may realize that you're sweating, and that might or might not have to do with the fact that this looks like it was filmed as an episode of Cops. And that may or may not have to do with the fact that I crashed in my plus 25 moto. Can't confirm, but won't deny. We're behind Jake, he's out for vengeance, ripping tear-offs like a hurricane rips off shingles. Stay tuned to see how me, man of many talents, diagnoses my camera problem and fixes it mid-race. Meanwhile, I'm getting passed on the left by what looks like somebody's 15-year-old son. It's fine, everything's fine. Until it's not, because then somebody decides they're gonna come up, take the inside, and pass me on the right here, which puts us in the old familiar 10th place. Like I said earlier, I'm not real comfortable in traffic at this point, so I don't jump the quad, which turns out to be okay because we end up getting him back in this corner anyways. So we're back up to 9th until this guy comes up and makes the unprecedented mid-air block pass. I don't care what you say, C-Class is fun. It might be a little bit sketchy, but this shit is fun. Look at us battling out here. Slowly, but we're battling. Me and this guy end up being similar speeds. I chase him around trying to get 9th place for about a full lap. During that lap, I'm going to give you a break from me, but whatever you do, do not miss the end of this video. This is foreshadowing. Do not miss the end of this video. Now, do you remember when I said that I'm a man of many talents and I was going to repair my camera issue mid-race? That wasn't it, but don't worry guys, it's literally just right around the corner. Here, have a listen to this. And just like that, no more camera issues.
Yeah, I'm good. Wait, hang on. Say hi. You're a fucking animal.